Let's now take you to Sierra Leone, where President Julius Maada Bio has formed a task force aimed at tackling drug abuse in the country. The vice has now been declared a national emergency. A drug known as Kush is believed to have hooked several young people across West Africa. Its composition is still not fully understood, and researchers are still trying to find out what it is. It's also not clear how many people are addicted to this drug in Sierra Leone. But several studies have shown that it's being abused in Guinea and in Liberia. So can Sierra Leone clamp down on the addictive drug? Well, we want to explore that further. We're now joined from Freetown by Sierra Leone's Minister for Information and Civic Education, Chernor Bah. Minister, thank you for your time on this. Let's first begin with the composition of that drug, Kush. What is it exactly?
Sorry, as you said,
Minister, I think you're muted.
I just unmuted. Sorry about that. Yes, as you mentioned, the full composition is not known, but preliminary studies indicates that it's a marijuana-based substance that includes formalin, sometimes acetone, and marshmallow, and it's combined with different leaves. What we know is that it is at least 100 times more potent and more dangerous than the normal weed or marijuana. So it's a particularly harmful substance that is not just killing, but also leading to widespread other mental health and social challenges in our communities.
So why is the abuse of this drug so common in Sierra Leone, or what factors have led to an increase, an uptake in its usage?
I think at this stage, again, we have not done conclusive studies, but I think you can speculate and preliminary indications are that, there's been an increase, an uptake. What we see from just the hospital numbers, for example, between 2000 and 2003, there's been an almost 4,000% increase in hospital cases that are related to Kush. So we know that there's an increase. What is exactly responsible for this? There's obviously a demand problem. We know that we're facing some challenges across the world, unemployment and these other challenges, but also a supply problem. We know that there are some people who are benefiting from this, who are bringing it into our communities. It's available, it's cheap, it seems to be made of substances that are brought in legally and combined with other illegal and local substances, and then fed into our young people. And this is why our president has taken this extraordinary step to declare a national emergency so we can tackle it head on.
Minister, I'm surprised that you say that adequate studies haven't been carried out yet. Media outlets have been reporting on this for a couple of years now. In fact, some media outlets in your country say that your response as a government to this Kush addiction has been lukewarm and uncoordinated at best. How do you respond to those who feel that you're simply not doing enough?
Well, I think, when the president came to power in his second term, I joined the cabinet in the second term. I think the first 4 cabinet meetings were almost entirely dedicated to this crisis. He set up a presidential task force. It was chaired by no less a person than the chief minister himself. We passed a new drug enforcement proposal strategy. We pushed on. What is also true is that despite those efforts, as the president acknowledged yesterday, it seems as if the crisis is not being abated. So we've continue to see a surge and a rise, and we'd rather not be involved in blame games, but we're involved in action. I think what the president has called for is that irrespective of your convictions and your feelings about this, it's a national crisis. And what we've done in the past as Sierra Leoneans, whether it was with Ebola, whether it's with COVID, whether when we're hit with mudslides, is that we're able to put aside our differences, we come together as a nation and tackle it head on. And I think our president outlined 5 major strategies that we'll focus on, which includes prevention, care and treatment, law enforcement, and community engagement. And I think that's what we're going to do to fight this.
Thank you, Chernor Bah. We'll keep discussing this even as we watch how your strategy plays out in Sierra Leone. Thank you for joining us on the program. That's Sierra Leone's Minister for Information and Civic Education, Chernor Bah, on the program.